Ooh, excuse me. Grand day. Uh, like I got a nasty face. Like I got nasty eyes. I'm sorry. Grand day. Welcome to Reaper Suburban Homestead. I'm I'm your boy Reaper. Struggling this morning, people. I'm struggling this morning. Let me get this on. I'm your boy Reaper. I can't even get introed in good. I should have made sure I was straight first. We gonna try this again. Today is gonna be a different day. I see. Let's try this again. Welcome to Reaper Suburban Homestead. I'm your boy Reaper. Today is Thursday, right? Yeah, Thursday, April the 16th. It is currently 65 degrees. The high today is supposed to be 84. The low is supposed to be 63. I don't think there's a chance of rain today. Didn't pay any attention. We're gonna make a quick little run around the homestead, and then we're gonna pick back up with the garden. Didn't make a lot of progress yesterday. Wednesday and Sundays I usually water the garden, and so man, we got a squirrel out there. So I'm pretty sure we got berries missing. Flipper Ripper. I believe he's gonna zoom all the way in. We gonna try it though. Hey yo, what's good? What's good? No tea, not no tea yet though. I got to get back on the tea. We got a squirrel out here. Y'all see it hopping around? So I'm pretty sure we got a couple berries missing. No tea though. Game. I am gonna get back on King of Wakanda. My bad. Uh, I'm gonna get back on my tea of the day, bro. I am. Uh, we got to get some more stuff though. I mean, we got stuff to make tea, just not like tea I like. So I'm gonna have to do something though. I hadn't really been drinking tea much lately. I'm glad you put me back. I'm glad you reminded me of that. I got to get back on the tea of the day. I guess now it'd be a little bit different since the tea that I'm drinking will be teas that I make. I guess it'd be a little bit different process. I guess we'll start the process off with me making the tea. And then we'll come back to it after about 10, 15 minutes and I can start drinking. Since it's no longer in a tea bag and I'm just blending different herbs and spices together. Guess we can kind of show how I do that, huh? I think you just gave me a new little segment in the morning. Kind of like Mr. Rogers used to come in and sit down and put on his shoes or take off his shoes and put on his house shoes and stuff like that in the morning. It'd be me making my tea in the morning. That's funny. I F's with it. I like it. All right, we got some mint, got some kale, onions, everything looking good. We just doing a quick little look, just quick check to see what everything's doing. Look at this. Look at that. Somebody come look at that. I don't know what that is. I almost want to say a tomato, but I think it's a marigold. Can't really smell it yet. It makes me think it's probably a marigold because tomatoes do have a little distinct smell. But hey yo, what's good? What's good? What's good, King Conscious? You say peace. I say grand day. Power rising. Peace rising. Yeah, we just looking. We just checking. We just checking, see what's what. I don't see any ginger that has popped up, so we're just gonna go on ahead and keep on looking. Got some strawberries. They doing their thing. Everything got watered yesterday too. So the Shasta daisies look good. The sage, oregano, the grapes getting that first morning sunlight, boy. That sun coming up over there, kissing this garlic, the kale. All right, you know, came out here yesterday and made some decisions on stuff that gotta go. You know what? I don't remember everything that it needs to go. Boy, I do remember this one. Why does it need to go? The leaves are pretty. Yeah, but at this point, it's just leaves. I think it's a cabbage. It didn't form a head. It doesn't have a flower stalk. So right now, you just kind of taking up space, little homie. And there's a cabbage worm in there eating it. You see that hole? You see that hole? See that cabbage worm right there? We're going to go ahead and kill him anyway, because better safe than sorry. Let's see if we can get up in here and get this. And I'm just cutting it down to the ground. As close as I can get to the ground. Man, I don't need loppers. I need two hands. All right. We got him cut up out of here. These leaves. Somebody come look at these. Good looking leaves. You know what? These leaves, let's see what they taste like. It taste like the leaves are still up. Yeah, I know. That's what I just. You know what I'm talking about, huh, King? You are right. They are. You know what? They are not bitter. All right, change of plans. Uh-oh, my bad. I'm flipping y'all around and stuff. My bad. Change of plan. These leaves are not bitter. So what's going to happen is I'm gonna cook these for dinner for lunch today. I think I got some stuff to make some. No, I don't. I don't have any milk. I don't have any milk to make any cornbread, bro. But we're gonna take off some of these damaged leaves since we up under here. We're gonna get up in here and we're gonna also check them for cabbage worm because that's what's making these little holes are cabbage worms. So I'm just trying to see if I can still see them. And I'm noticing we don't see any on the kale yet. Just on these brassicas, just on, I mean, whatever these were. We did a horrible job at labeling. Some of these things we know are collards. I think all of them are collards except it's a collar. I don't know. Again, we did a horrible job at labeling. So all I'm doing now is just kind of removing some lower leaves, some yellowing leaves. We're gonna just dump them in the worm tower. Now this is a worm tower. Not my idea, someone else's idea. I just copied it, and it's just a bucket, holes drilled in it, almost to the top. There's no holes past this point. I just bury it in the ground, bury it in the bed, fill it up with compostable material. The worms come through, eat what they're gonna eat, leave their poop behind, and after it fills up, or you know, gets close to being full, I empty it. Look at this slug. So this is the time of year about the slugs. But I'm so happy I had that conversation with a friend of mine. It's time to put some beer traps out here, bro. Trying to get some cheap beer. Die. Die. All right. This one here is just leaning over. We don't need to prop you up, homie. We want your seed. It sounds weird, don't it? I need to say no Diddy after that. Stop it, son. Stop it. All right, all right, all right. Some more grapes. Some more. Man, I got the name of this thing yesterday. Do you ever poop? Ever poop in the yard? What? Nah, I don't. I don't poop in the yard, my guy. I have a house. I poop in a house. What? What you? No. Hope you don't poop in your yard either. You know what I'm saying? Human waste needs to be properly disposed of, and it's not on top of the ground. I hope you at least dig a hole. I keep forgetting the name of this. Anise hyssop. That's the name of this. Anise hyssop. But I poop in the neighbor's yard. Okay, that's what's up, bro. I don't advise it, man, but to each his own. I am not in the way of people's happiness as long as it ain't infringing on other people. How does your neighbor feel about you doing that, though? Somebody come look at it. Look at these things. I think these bugs are called, I'm gonna have to look them up. I think they're called harlequin bugs. They have the colors. Oh, they running from it. And they are running from it. They have the colors of ladybugs, but I think they're called harlequin bugs. Like, like Harley from Harley from Harley, Mr. J, the Joker, Dr. Harlequin, Harley, the clown, Harley Quinn. That's her name. My bad, bro. My eyes are on one today. They just all. It must be the allergens, I guess. The whatever's in the air. My eyes they on the running game today. Today would be the day I want to put on some safety glasses. Constantly messing with them. They don't agree with me, so I give them. That is funny. That is so funny. So you give them shit, literally. I am such a geek. I'm such a clown. Don't do that. That's funny. Literally. I call them presents. That's what's up. That's what's up. Because if you did it yesterday, it'll be the past. All right. The mint's looking good over here. Put some copper pins in your sword. Wait. Oh, okay. That's like electroculture, right? Is that part of like electroculture? I might have to get into that. I'm all into the energies. So Why not give it a shot, right? Nothing beats a failure but a try. Can't do nothing but not work. So look. I don't know why she left this. Why she left this? My partner left this carrot out here. We actually got a decent sized carrot. I pulled a carrot yesterday, bruh. Bro, it's horrible. She left both of them out here. Where the water at? I call this breakfast. Where the water at? Did I leave the water? Oh, it's attached to one of those beds. Oh, okay. Okay, but yeah, we actually got a few, get a little decent sized carrot, man. I want to go eat that carrot. I do. I do. I want to eat it. I want to eat both of them. I don't have an easy way of undoing this without putting y'all down, giving everybody motion sickness, bro. So I'm gonna focus on what I'm doing, focus on the task at hand. All right, we got some mints, we got some hibiscus. I need to put these in bigger pots. See what they do. I think I probably need to put these in bigger pots because these are about the same size they've been since last season. Now you know what? It might not be warm enough. These are tropical plants, so it just might not be warm enough for them to, you know, be okay with what's going on in life right now. All right, everything looking good. Not gonna name all this stuff again. If you wanna know, ask. All right. Thing looking good. Hey, yarrow, I did not know you bloom in the spring. We had some yarrow growing on the outside of this bed. I digged them up. I dug them up. Oh, you know what? We'll make a trip to part of the front yard today. We got some stuff in the front yard too. I'm just barefoot and I'm not gonna walk across any concrete. My hip has been hurting for going on 2 weeks from stepping on concrete, bro. I'm a firm believer in grounding, and I am a firm believer in. I can't see no damage marks on this beard. I'm trying to eat no slugs. Whatever slug poop look like. All right, time for the super villain. Eat on camera. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what it was the other day. They were tart. This one is sweet. Probably could have gotten sweeter if I can have faith that the animals won't eat it. And it's still cold. It's like getting it out the refrigerator. My bad. That was good enough. Gotta go for another one. Hold on. Yep, I eat them straight off the ground. We don't use any chemicals, and I don't see any dirt. Microscopic dirt doesn't seem to hurt. Yep, yep, yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was good. That was so good. All right, look at that bird. I don't even know what kind of bird it is. Don't make me laugh. My first thought was going to say a Carolina wren, but I probably just made that up. We do have those here, but I don't necessarily know what they look like. We got some more strawberries. You know what? Sometime today I need to find time to replace these two strawberries. There's one here in the center. One there. You know what? Nah, I don't have anything back here. I don't. I was going to say, maybe we could do that on the stream. I don't know. We'll see. Nah. One of my young men are in the garage. He's in the garage chilling this morning before work. Elderberry looking good. So I'm going to give him his morning routine time. You know, watching some anime before work. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get it in. All right, the Violet de Bordeaux's looking good. This is a Delta fig. Why you call it a Delta fig? Because it came from my hometown. It did. Came from my hometown, out my cousin's yard. So yeah, it's still alive. I thought it wasn't gonna make it. But you baby, you look good, girl. You look good. How you doing? You okay, Cody? This is my girl Cody. She's a Cadota feed. Her name is spelled Kodi. Cody. Hey, that's like the rapper or the singer, the artist, Cody. I think you seen that song Bad Choices though. Making bad choices. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, all right, Cody, you looking good, girl. Not bad. I gotta put some more boxes down. I have got to up into this area somewhere. Put out more boxes. I didn't get as much done yesterday with the bed after the stream. I did not realize that it was Wednesday, even after I said today was Wednesday at the start of the stream. So Wednesday and Sundays are the days that I water. So all my little free time I spent watering. Shout out to the Delta for Sheezy, baby. We're gonna represent the Delta. We're gonna put it everywhere. We're gonna move the Delta around everywhere. So I didn't get as far as I wanted to on these beds. I did get the second little trench dug out. So the plan is today, man, we're gonna see. I think I'm gonna break out the chainsaw and we're gonna start leveling these logs, and after we level them, we're gonna cut out notches. I think that's what I'm gonna do today. Yeah, yeah. Get this side cut out. Now how this is going to go is this log is going to sit into that hole, right? Both of them. But this one's gonna sit in this hole, and we're gonna call it this side. But wherever it sits in the hole, we're going to remove, call it, call it the top half. Let's see if we can show this. The top half of this log. You know, we're gonna cut it here and cut a notch here. Remove it, make it flat. And then that log is gonna be cut just the opposite. We're gonna cut a notch to where the notch is at the bottom, and we're gonna sit one on top of the other. Kind of like I call Lincoln logs, like I do with these. Is there any way to see that better? Yeah, right here. Right here. See how I did that? I call these the horizontal logs, and these are the vertical ones, right? The horizontal ones, I cut these flat at the bottom because they're gonna want to roll that way. And then these ain't gonna really want to roll because down here is that way, but that keeps these straight, and it makes it easy to walk on. They don't move when I step on them and walk on them. Because I'm a big kid, and this is how I traverse the garden sometimes. And sometimes when I'm bored of thinking, I just walk all the way around. You know what I'm saying? Just make a loop around. Yep. So I got my bear. Probably a robin or that squirrel we saw out here. Now these are a different kind of strawberry. These are Chandler. I think they taste good. Some got me, man. You know what, bro? I'm gonna have to go ahead. I need to stop playing. And that was a big bear. Half of it is gone. Understand what I'm saying to you now? This is still a nice sized beer, and half of it is gone. I almost want to bite the non-eating side to see what it tastes like. Almost, I said. You know what, man? Let's try this one. And this is why I end up tasting sweet, tart berries. Whoa! I almost fell. Whoa! I almost fell. I'm up here squat, perched on this log like Spider-Man, and the bark came off. I should remove this bark before I start putting these logs out here, but I did. Trying to perch up here like Spider-Man. and the log gave way. All right. My bad. This is not. This. I imagine this is gonna be tart. It's not as red. Definitely more tart than sweet. Could have used a couple more days. It's a different taste though. I don't know how to explain it. I do not. Not bad though. Not bad. Yeah, man. You know what? I've been doing this for a minute, but I don't really plan and pay attention to the cycles. I mean, I do, but I don't. So in other words, January, so I need to start making sure I collect and find all my netting and stuff. Because I don't have enough netting to net all this stuff because I've added several more spots for berries that I didn't have the previous year. So I didn't have any material. Flipper ripper. All right, let's check this out again. All right. You know, I had a thought this morning of adding to my stream, or streaming a little bit earlier, and adding some meditation. Probably 15 minutes of meditation. I don't know if I want to do that like before my stream, a different stream, or whatever. But I don't know what you guys think. You think about it? People are joining to sit here and watch me talk about what I'm thinking about when I'm meditating. Trying to incorporate that more into my routine. Incorporate that into what I do more routinely, because I don't meditate every day. Trying to make it happen. Bell peppers looking good. I wonder how soft this is. Oh, not that bad. I ain't sinking too far. Ooh. All right, peppers, y'all looking all right. You looking pretty good. Squash, zucchini, y'all looking pretty good. Other peppers, not bad at all. Oh, I found out yesterday or Sunday that this is a piri. You can see one of the little peppers on here. That's a piri pepper. So that's a little hot piri. Still not sure about the rest of them though. we're going to see. But the rest of y'all looking good. Y'all all right this morning? Y'all doing good. Good deal. Okay, these are Alpine strawberries. And they the same kind as those over there. So they're starting to put off runners. Now, if you don't know about strawberries, when you plant a strawberry, when they start putting out berries, they also start putting off runners. Runners are baby strawberry plants. It's going to touch the ground. This is going to get a little bit bigger, kind of form a little J and hook up. Touch the ground, it's going to start forming roots. And that's how you end up. That's how you turn one strawberry. That's how we turn 3 Alpine strawberries in about 30. Put them right there and just let them do their thing. And then remove them once they establish themselves. So where this looks here, this plant here is putting off 3 babies. And this plant here is look like it's about to fall down. Look like it's giving up the ghost. Don't you know why? Not even gonna really fight it. You're just gonna pull it out. Put it in another one. Alright. Tomatoes are, some of them looking a little worse for wear. Some of them looking better. But we're gonna just see. We're gonna just see what they're doing. We're gonna just see. Never grown tomatoes out here before. Oh, look at that comfort. Comfort's looking good. Alright. Let's check these blackberries. And then we're gonna get on to some other work, bro. Do I even want to do this? Alright. We got flowers and we have little berries. We have flowers and little berries. Good deal, blackberries. Good job, Mama Reapers. Let's go out here and pull this grass up on this side over here. Get that up out of there. I usually try to make sure I get them up by the root. Not all plants are stupid. Some of them break off at the soil line, so you don't really easily snatch out their roots. Alright, what y'all doing? How y'all doing this morning? Chilling? Y'all good? Yeah? Yeah, me too. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate y'all for what y'all doing. Yeah, it's alright. We gonna eat y'all. We gonna eat y'all. We gonna make some wine out of y'all. We gonna probably make some jelly out of y'all. We gonna see what y'all talking about. Alright, look at these. Somebody come look at these blueberries. Somebody come look at these blueberries. This food, growing blueberry. He ain't got a lot of them. We got a couple of them. And the blueberries start up. Man, they getting some size to them though. Looky, Linda, looky. So much to do. Still got to till this spot up here. Still need to till it. Still need to cover it with some leaves. I need to see when you plant sunflowers in Mississippi. I really want to say it's March. You know what I'm saying? Not late March. March to May. Somewhere in there. Not 100% certain. I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that on them berries. We're gonna probably end up with a couple little grapes this year too, which is cool because I wasn't expecting any. I call myself sacrificing grapes to create destruction. Then look what happened. This thing died. That part died during the wintertime. That's the reason I cut out my damn berries. And then this right here growing from the ground. We can cut this one off. I might end up trying to propagate this one. Cause my muscadines still have not popped. I don't know. It's been 2-3 weeks. I probably should have done some research first. I just stuck them just in some soil and put them on the heat mat and give them some water, bro. I probably should have cold stratified them, vernalized them, whatever the proper term is for making sure stuff gets cold first before it gets warm, before it grows. We got one in this pot. I got an empty spot. And like I said, since the muscadine didn't grow, I don't think I'm gonna try to grow them from seed. I know somebody with some muscadine vines. I think I'm gonna just try to get some cuttings. We're gonna see. I'm gonna see if he's gonna prune his muscadines during the summer, and I'll try then. And then if not, I'll try again in the wintertime when you're supposed to prune. See that? See this? See that? See that right there? That's from the wind. That's from the wind. That's because the backyard is like a wind tunnel. We're gonna just put that in the ground like that, and we're gonna see what happens. See that? We're gonna put that right there. I probably should put it somewhere else on. It just fell on the ground right there. I'm gonna be for real. It just fell right in. But the backyard forms a wind tunnel, man. It's a gate. The gate to the backyard is up that way, and the wind rushes through and just kind of creates a wind tunnel. This is not the first time the wind has broken vines off my grapes. Seriously. What you gonna do about it? What we plan to do about it is make a windbreak. Like we had this trellis right here, probably building. Can y'all see that trellis? The one I'm pointing at that y'all can't see. There we go. Probably gonna put a couple more up like that, but probably use logs from that pile or branches from that pile, small logs. And we're gonna plant something that vines, Malabar spinach. Uh, what else I know that vines? Whatever else vines. I think we got a moonflower that vines. Not sure how prolifically it grows, but just to create a windbreak, something to catch this wind and slow it down. The trees will start to do that once they get bigger. I plan on putting them in the ground as well. All right, I hadn't even touched this side of the yard. Papa ain't raised no. Man, look at this. Man. See, now I need my swooped. You know what I'm saying? Big berries. That is a big strawberry. But I let the birds eat it though. Wait, we extreme close up. My bad, people. Big berry. Man. And the bird's all ready. I mean, this wasn't even ready yet, bird. I'm making like Anakin off episode 3. I hate you! I hate you! If you don't know that reference, you ain't a geek. It is what it is. It is what it is. And that's little Andy becoming Darth Vader. Well, he had already become Darth Vader at that point. That was him and his brother Ben. Ben Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Fighting each other. Get off my... Get off! Now I gotta go find some pennies. Gotta go find some pennies, Country King. I'm about sick of these things. But they look good though. But I want to eat them. All right, bro. You know what that takes. Okay. All right. Everything looking good. I thought I saw a red beard up under this thing when I was walking past it. I did. They're not all the way red. They're not all the way ready. We're gonna let them stay since they kind of got a little cool. Got a little predator camouflage going on. All right, the trees are looking good. All right, we're gonna make a little traipse up to the front yard to see what's kind of going on up there. At least half of it. You know what? Why am I tripping, bro? Let's go check them. I'm gonna be for real. I'm kind of BS, and I don't really wanna turn that tiller on and do no work this morning. I'm gonna be for real. Kind of just wanna enjoy the morning a little bit. I say that, and then we're gonna end up working. How to make a tough boy. Come on, shoes. I'm gonna carry my shoes. I like walking on the ground. I'm carry my shoes until I get to the front yard. And we'll check around. Let me see. Ain't really nothing. Well, there's some stuff growing in the garage, but like I said, we got some figs and some other things in the garage. All right. Made a little dent in my pile of leaves. Cool. So just the pins by themselves. They don't need. So it's just the copper. They don't need no I don't know, iron or zinc or nothing like a copper and a cathode anode type thing. All right. Let's put these shoes on, protect my old hips. We have a few things I chimp. Some purple sage. I don't know the names of all these. They don't make me lie. Oh, we got tags though. Golden sage. This is some kind of, I think, variegated mint. What you guessing for? There's a tag right here. Read, son. Oh, variegated pineapple mint. Apple mint, mojito, orange mint. This needs to be watered for one, but this is citronella, and this is peppermint. Yep, peppermint. And over here we have some fig cuttings that we have propagated, and we have some mulberry cuttings. And in here somewhere, I think in here, there are some longan fruits. Yeah, longan fruits. Somebody bought me 3 of them, 3 of them last season. One of them didn't make it to winter. 2 of them did. But we're not gonna sell those. Those are gonna stay on the homestead. Even the strawberries that we have for sale have berries on them, and they're been eaten as well. Of course, why not? Purple basils. These are Shasta daisies. I took one out the garden and split it. I was wondering if there was a clump of plants, or was that just one plant? That's how it grows. I found out only use pennies before 82. Okay, they were made with different materials back then. All right, I'm tracking. But yeah, these are Shasta daisies. I separated that Shasta daisy into separate plants to see what was gonna happen. So I don't know. This looks like the centerpiece. Is this the only thing that's gonna give me a flower, or will they all give me a flower? Your boy don't know, and I'm performing an experiment. Basils, rosemary. What is? Oh, this is a eucalyptus. A eucalyptus. That's eucalyptus. What is this? Or winter? Oh, this is ashwagandha. Winter cherry. We buy ashwagandha. That's right. That's right. My partner did tell me that it's called a winter cherry. This needs some water up here. I did not. Oh, come on. Look at this. Somebody come look at that. That lavender is not doing well. I don't know if the water hose is gonna make it over here. And the watering cans are in the house. How to make a tough bull. I tell you what, we'll just take this with you. We'll take this with us. You coming with me, Quaid. All right, but this is looking good. These are some basils, citrus basils, lemon basils, I think. Some peppers, habaneros, I see tags for California. One of the bell peppers, I see tags for cayennes, I see tags for. I think that's it. I think that's it. Some kales, some blackberries, the sweeter the juice. Now this is, I got this from a farm that I manage that practices biodynamics. This is a type of sorrel, I think. Summer savory. That's what this is. Summer savory. And this is just grass I'm pulling out of here. But you bounced back well from that transplant. Yes, you did. Oh, y'all need water. All right, all right. Daddy got y'all, bro. Yeah, man. Daddy got you. Daddy gonna give y'all some water. Y'all looking a little worse for wear. Y'all strong though. Y'all gonna be alright. Shut up. Shut up. Okay. Yeah. 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 The water hose, like I said, won't make it, but we'll get them some water. And then over here we have, this is a Chickasaw plum water sprout that I dug up, and cut that, dug up. It actually grows from the roots. We'll see if we can get that to grow. Some more blackberries. My punches cane, my long sugar cane that survived. The only one I didn't put outside, I kept in the house. You're gonna have to give us a lot, little man. This is these two are purple vervain. That's a tomato. And then right here we have some coxcomb. They're pretty. And they seem, y'all need water too, don't they? Yep. And they seem to regrow from seed really well. These were volunteers that popped up in a bed, and I just took them. And we have some you need water too, bro. Okay, I'm finna go get the water hose. This is lemon balm, and we have lemon balm growing here, and we have lemon balm growing all in the yard from where the plant set last year. Plant set up in this area last year and dropped its little seeds everywhere. So, man, wait, did the yard get cut right here? I can't tell. Partially. Either way, we got a few little people over here. What is this? This is looks like orange mint. But your leaf get big. It is orange mint. What is this? What is this on this leaf? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm gonna take a picture of this and see if I can tell what this is. More lemon balm. Are you having that same issue too? Might be like some type of bacterial fungal thing. Don't know. We'll have to watch it. Mojito mint, and this is peppermint. Looks like. It smells like too. All right. Let's see if we can get this little water hose to take care of some plants. So we get water everywhere. I absolutely hate shoes. There we go. I'm gonna give you some water. You too, buddy. You too. You too, Mr. Lavender. Miss Lavender. Whatever your pronoun is. Alright, y'all. We're gonna give all y'all water. We're gonna water everything we can, since they didn't get water yesterday. I gotta remember this part of the garden. This is like the rehab area. Now this area over here ain't really rehab. It gets decent sunlight. But yeah, let's get these done. I really try to water from the bottom, honestly. But I do wet down the tops. You know what I'm saying? Because dry soil, most of the time, the soil that we use or the soil mix that we make is usually it will become hydrophobic once if it dries out all the way. So I usually put a little water at the top to kind of say, hey, bro, let me reintroduce you to some more. So get ready to accept it. And then we add it to the bottom so we can drink from the bottom. Excuse me. And these pots have little catch basins on them. So I'm pretty much gonna water these until I see water coming out the little catch hole. You see it at the bottom? I'm not zoomed in. I'm going down on the book. See that right there? So that's what we're gonna fill it. Just throw my check. How to make a boy. Alright, you look for I don't know about you, but he still got water in the tank. We're gonna let that work. And come on. Is as far as it goes. As far as it goes. We're gonna make this work. Water the little trees. Give y'all some water. Double heart, stir right. Double heart, stir right. Dojo magic, right. Go gadget, right. Say lad, Liddy, trying to get Liddy. Holler me, we can get the devil out. Hating, keep hating. All you need to simmer down. Shit, yeah. Today is gonna be a good day, bro. It really is. I don't know why, but it just is. I don't know why I want to say that, but it just is. Y'all, y'all, y'all. And this, like I said, this is pretty much how we water. We try to flood the tray, and these are sitting here probably till tomorrow. And then after tomorrow, we'll probably empty the water out. Let's see, it's almost probably 8. Yep, and some kids probably getting ready for work, getting ready to go to work. I say the kids, but I don't have any kids. My young adults, my young men. I hate to call them boys because they're not boys, they're just males. Let's transition. Yup. I'm gonna get all y'all some water. Yep, they neglecting y'all. My bad. My bad. Trying not to get the water in the pot because this water is pretty destructive. Especially when you're doing it like this. It's gonna knock all the soil, knock a little bit of the soil out the pot. Let's try to get some water in that pot though. Looking pretty good. Alright, a couple more. So, I guess since I'm over here, I might as well water the big pots I just walked past, huh? Pretty sure they thirsty too. Oh, no. I heard this thumper. Alright, I put water all over my phone. I think I did. Let's get out of here before you mess up something, boy. I think I did. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Anybody have any gardening plans? I ask that every stream. I like to see what people are growing. Y'all are my people. What you growing? What you planning on growing? What would you like to grow? Any of those questions. I can tell you this, I have got to come up with a more automatic way of watering. You know, I ain't gonna say I get tired of hand water. I mean, I enjoy it. It just takes too long. I don't want to spend a few hours trying to water everything. Well, honestly, I don't really want to spend. I don't really like having to move the water hose to connect it to multiple places. That's better than hand watering, but you know, if I could have just a single place, something with a gain valve or whatever, I can just turn levels and be like, okay, water this part of the garden, this part of the garden, or just turn all the water on and have my timer set for how long I want to water each part. Even if I have to manually turn it on and off, I'm okay with that. I'd rather do that because it gets time consuming. It's going to get hot. It ain't gonna be fun. That's not fun. All right, so we're gonna call that good. And we got one more, and then we're gonna stop BS and go on head back to the back and work on this bed some more. I'm up here trying to figure out what I need to do. Everything. I said I was gonna break out the chainsaw. Probably not. I only got a few more minutes left, 10, 15. So we'll probably just till up all the holes, till up the spots and excavate the little holes for them. I only got one more, huh? And we'll see. Because the first thing I need to do is sharpen my chainsaw. I need to sharpen the chain. I think that's something you're supposed to do before you use it every time, right? Just to verify you have a sharp chain. So I guess it's either the first thing you can do before you use it or the last thing you do last time you use it. But I'm gonna go with the first thing because if it's been months in between the last time you use it, you think you're gonna remember that you actually did sharpen? I guess you won't remember unless you made a habit. Can't keep this window, I don't wake up folks. Alright. That is done. I feel accomplished. Alright, let's put you back over here, bro. I'm already gonna get in trouble. How do you work? You got a little, okay. Your bottom holds water too. Alright, alright. Alright, come on. Alright. Got all that taken care of. Got everything taken care of. Only thing to take care of now is the work I came out here to do that I'm trying to avoid doing. We ain't seen the duck this morning. We ain't seen Miss Duck. She live over now. I know for certain she lives over there now. I've seen her leave. I've seen her come. Is it the same duck? I assume it is. Don't know. We're gonna see. All right, man. What are we doing today? Where is your mother? Let's see. I guess technically what I need to do is roll this log into the hole to see how level it is. More like how level does it look, honestly. Bro, I am lazy today. I don't want to do nothing, bro. Y'all ever had days like that? I don't even want to move. I'm going ahead and move. Because I don't want to move. I need to move. I'm going to get the tripod set up. We gonna see. Wait. Straighten up. Straighten up a little fella. Right. Flipper ripper. Now the question is always, where to put you guys? Where to put you guys? Let's lift this like this. Where am I working, bro? Where you working at? Where you working at? That looks somewhere right. Somewhere right. Somewhere right. Look, oh, Charlie. Now I step back. When I see how level this stuff is. You know, you know. Honestly, if I had to nitpick, if I had to say, I would say it's lower on that scene down there. It's kind of some flawed logic, right? Because like I said, it's a tree. It's thicker at the bottom of the tree than it is at the top. So I had to guess this was the higher part of the tree. Oh crap! They say this is low. What? Let's try that. Let's try that. I say that's level two. You know what? Let me let me show y'all what I'm doing. Let me grab this thing. Let me take this off and hold my phone. Hold my burr. And this is all this thing does. This thing sits on the ground, right? And it tells you when something is level. Of course, you have to make sure it's level to start out with. Oh, flipper ripper. And all I'm doing is putting down some level on here. I'm just checking the level. So the same thing works with the ground. Like these pegs in the ground. This is what I made this for. To mark out a level line across my land to catch water. To make what they call a swell. So I just found a spot, put one in on the ground. Make sure you keep that spot. Don't move. And what I did is I put this on the ground until I found the spot that was to where it became level. And when it became level, I marked it. Now this spot here said it was level, but it doesn't seem to be now. I mean, it doesn't change. Let's be for real. It's me stacking stuff on the ground. So what I do is I just adjust this until I find a level spot, which seems to be going back this way. See, now at this point, this says this is level. So then I put a mark right there. And what I do know is that between those 2 points, we don't call it these two, between those 2 points, it's level. So if water were to hit in there, it's gonna stop running downhill and it's just gonna stop. And since this will be a ditch, it's gonna be flat and the water just gonna seep into the soil. That's the plans anyway. And it's gonna feed the trees that's on the downhill side. Cause I'm gonna plant all the trees, not all of them. I'm gonna plant trees on the downhill side of the swale. Because they say swales are tree growing systems. They are used to grow trees. That's what they say. Never done it. Hopefully I have some experience in doing it. And also see the results after 2-3 years. Okay. All right. Flip it, ripper. Let's put y'all back in here. Damn squirrel. Yeah. All right. Put y'all back in chum. What we got? Yup. Okay, so that fits in this hole. No problem. That's cool. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna move this thing out this hole. I don't need to cut a notch in this end. I'm not gonna put anything in it. It's all up in there. Somebody's gonna try to dig it out and put a log on the side. We can just put it on the side. So let me think. This hole looks good. The rest of this looks good. This horizontal piece, vertical piece looks good. So, see, what I'm tripping on is I really need to go ahead and start working on the notch so I have a real idea, a more accurate idea of where these two logs get set on this side. Because right now this is just eyeballs. I don't really want to take the time to dig a trench to find out I should have moved the foot to the right or the left. All right, bro. Like just stop BSing, bro. Just go ahead and get it done. So what we about to do now? I'm about to roll this hole into the log. This log into this hole. this thing fit on this? Of course it won't. Of course it won't fit on this stuff, bro. All right. Okay. Let's go. We're gonna roll this log into this hole, and we're gonna start measuring out, roughing out where it cut it. All right. This is how you gonna fit, more or less. More or less. We're gonna make a few modifications. We gonna. My OCD wants to not talk to him. My OCD wants to square this in. Probably one of them little camera mounts that move. Flip it ripper. My OCD wants to square this in to butt that up into there. The other part of me is like, bro, stop tripping and just put pieces of wood up in that hole and call it fair, like you did on that one. I couldn't move that log. That log at the back, that thing was heavy. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. We'll slide this down later because I'm gonna be rolling this in and out, I'm sure. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and grab the chainsaw, the extension cord, and wait, what's the time looking like? We are not going to do any of that. Um, let's see. Hopefully, let's go ahead and flip this thing. I gotta look at the villain now. My bad. I gotta look at the villain. Hopefully, I will find some time today to continue this process. And in continuing this process, what I want to do is sharpen the chainsaw, roughly mark out where I need to cut my notches, and cut out my notches. If I'm lucky, this bed will be just about done by the end of the day. If I'm lucky, you know, life gets to life and things get to thinking. Probably won't be that lucky, but we will definitely attempt to get these logs notched out, put in place. The last trench. I have to talk this through. Let me flip this around so y'all can see. Let's get this out of here. So I have to be able to talk and do other things at the same time. I can't. My brain little. Okay. Ain't nothing but a little bit of scratching. Okay, cool. My bad. All right. The first things I need to do, the hole on this side is good. The hole on this side looks pretty cool. I have to cut out I like to give names and stuff. We're gonna call this a bottom notch, a bottom lip, or top notch. We'll call this a top notch, but I'm gonna cut the notch at the top of this log. This log we're gonna call that a bottom notch, but I'm gonna cut the notch at the bottom of this one. And then we'll roll this in place. And then I will repeat. We'll get this tilled out, cleared out, and I will cut the notch out of here and on here. Now this end, I'm definitely gonna square up, right? This is rough. This is where it broke. And so that's why I said I need to wait to do that end before I do this end, because once I cut this, that's gonna be, I'm gonna cut back to here, which means I probably need to roll this log a little bit further that way. But then again, maybe I won't, since it's supposed, we're gonna see how it fits in the hole. Is this part gonna end up still being at the top, or is that gonna be at the bottom? That kind of depends on what I'm gonna do with this. Then I cut out some more notches, till up this spot. I usually like to wait a week or two after I till, but what I've been doing, so far so good, is when I till is go ahead and cover the spot with leaves or a good mulch. The reason I do that is because if you till and you plant it into it directly, you're gonna be fighting weeds in like 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You just introduce weed seeds into the ground. You know what I'm saying? They may have been sitting in a spot where they didn't have great contact with the soil. You tilling, moving things around, gave them contact with the soil, gave them some moisture, they're gonna germinate. So usually I wait 2 weeks after tilling, and I usually maybe possibly till a second time, and then I plant, right? But we try to practice light till. What that usually means is once we till it once, we try not to till it, those 2 times. We try not to till it again. We try not to till it every season. And that really only works if we cover the soil in the off season. If we put a ground covering in leaves or plant something in there, then that soil is ready to be worked the following season. If we don't, it's gonna be hard again, and you probably be better off going ahead and tilling it once, uh, or twice like you should, or like I suggest. Can't say you should, and then going that route. So, like the sunflowers, we till pretty much every year. The only thing we plant back there are sunflowers. Plant sunflowers back there. Won't put nothing else back there until sunflowers again. And sometimes I put leaves back there. One season I put leaves back there. The rest of them, not so much. So that spot gets tilled almost every season, or past 3 seasons. Um, that's it, bro. That's it. We gonna call this fair. I appreciate everybody for hollering at your boy. We did not get done what I said we were gonna get done. Just one of them days, bro. Just one of them days. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? So again, the plan for now is to. I have to say this out loud so I solidify with myself as well as for you guys to hold me accountable. Um, Finish that bed. Try to finish that bed. Cut out notches. Do the other trench. Hopefully, cut out the other notch and maybe get some tilling done. We're gonna see. And then after that, we're gonna pick back up with putting down the mulch. Then we have to move some logs. I have to move these logs. The logs near the fence. I have to move some of them because I need to do some work on the fence. As you can see, I've done some work on the fence. That part fell down. I replaced it. Um, and then now this section. This I think our my neighbor and I are working together with this. He bought the materials and I'm doing the work. And I really want to say I told him we needed 6 posts, so it's like 6 posts up in there that were broken. So I put 2 of them in the ground, so there are 4 more posts somewhere that needs to be fixed. So I'll be taking down fence panels and replacing that and digging up concrete footings. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, work for the homestead, right? Man, I'm just happy my pops taught me how to do that. Or yeah, I'm gonna say he taught me. Yeah, yeah. Because I remember as a kid he put up a fence and he sent me out there, made me come out there and help him. And I say made me because I ain't want to. I did not want to do that. But whatever he did and whatever he said stuck. Because the first time I had to replace some stuff over there on that side, it just all flooded back. It just all flooded back. I was like, oh, I know how to do this. oh, I know how to do this. Anyway, holla at your boy on other social medias. I am on Instagram. I suck at this. So that's I. I suck at this with 2 extra S's. So that's ISUCKATTHISSS. I had to think about how to spell that. Almost had a brain fart. Yeah, I suck at this shit seriously. That's what that stands for. You know, you can find me on YouTube, Reaper Suburban Homestead. So, like we do before we get off this thing all the time, you know how this goes. Create more than you consume. And you don't have to suck at this because I do. Have a good one, all right? Peace.